nothing.
Oh, shoot.
Almost ready anyway.
Like your badger one. Her badger mask.
I think it might be wearing out. So all of a sudden I have a lot of steam drop, but maybe it's just the air.
You know, I saw a thing online that said if you put a tissue right under your glasses, then it absorbs the water vapors. I haven't tried it because I usually just wear my mask without glasses. All right, it's 6:30. Let's call to order verification of meeting notice.
Posted on the web.
Motion to approve the agenda.
I'll make that motion.
Second,
I'll second it.
all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Okay. Discussion of bills and balances. You ready, Cheryl?
Yeah.
All right. I had a couple for informational purposes, but maybe I'll mention them, maybe I won't at the meeting, but I don't have any questions on them. It's just, art supplies and stuff that's expensive that I need the public to know. But all right, so the first question I have is 50991, State of Wisconsin, $4,899. It says refund of grant.
So we get an educator, the dual certification thing, and Julie put in for 2 teachers, but only 1
Okay.
classes, so then we have to return the money.
Okay.
Got it, okay.
Unfortunately, we don't get to.
Right, okay.
And that was 4,000 what?
$4,899. And that's it
And
for,
9 cents is what mine says unless.
oh, did I miss that?
Unless it was my mask that,
Oh, sorry, 50991. And it was for teacher certification?
Yeah.
Yeah, dual certification.
Dual certification. 1 teacher. Okay. Okay, then I had, again, this isn't a question, but 51019 CDI computer dealers, $31,455 for Chromebooks, just,
What was the check number again?
sorry.
50?
I need to slow down. 51019.
For how much?
$31,455. It's for all those Chromebooks.
We finally got, right?
Yep,
So I would just mention it that, we finally.
they're
were able
actually
to-
Chrome, does it say Chromebooks? Because they're
Yeah.
Chrome tabs.
I think it said Chromebooks.
I have both written down as Chromebooks because one was 10 and one was
I
75.
think they're called Chromebook tablets.
That probably.
Okay.
Okay, I'll write Chromebooks and tablets, so when I read it, it'll be correct. Okay,
I have one that's kind of falls in. So there's 2 for art supplies of $65.96.60, but they're 2 different checks.
There's a
So
void.
there, if you look, there was a void.
Okay,
There was a group of checks that were voided and then
and then
reissued.
they're gone, okay.
okay. Okay, then I have 51021 to CISA 3, $7,500. There's a small charge for a virtual Shakespeare thing, but the biggest portion of it was for social and emotional learning days.
Yep, that was the price they're gonna charge us, that we accepted the grant and accepted the CISA proposal to have them take over the grant.
Grant money,
So we're paying them out of the grant money.
okay. Writing that down so I can. And then how many days did we get out of that? Did they come and work with the teachers? Was that what that was?
No, the teachers are too busy right now. I'm drawing a blank right now. I think it's 7 or 8 days.
Okay, so that's not bad.
No, it's like 600, 650 a day.
Yeah, okay. All right, then I have, again, I don't really have a question, but 51050, actually I do have a question, I guess. It's sources of strength for $5,000. I'm wondering if we have someone taking this over now that Kyle's leaving.
Yes, so excited.
Yeah,
Ms. Weideman.
oh, awesome, okay. Okay, so she's gonna be doing that training
Yep,
and then so she can train others, got it, okay.
Yep.
Okay, then I have 51051, Strang Heating and Electric, $1,942.75, and it says elementary data rack.
Install wireless access points.
Oh, but did I miss that?
Yeah,
Okay,
yep, so that's the wireless access points for outside, for like, I think that one's for the football field. and-
oh, yeah, okay. Football field,
Yeah, there's
for
kind of
the
it's-
taking videos and stuff.
delineated with that thing, but there's two connected.
Okay, I missed the second part.
Yep.
All right, good. Okay. 51071, the dreaded, the students hate, Go Guardian, for $5,223.40. That's an annual charge, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Right, just making sure, all right. And that is all I had. Did you guys have anything else?
No.
Linda, did you have anything that I missed?
No, just the initials, this 50958 CPI for Mesera. Is that a training?
Yes, that is for, he has a certified nonviolent crisis intervention training, and
Okay.
CPI is the company name, and I can never remember
Do
it.
you want us to put that down?
I
That
figured
came out of
that
the
it was, I was curious what kind of training it was.
Training replacement because whoever comes in, because you're so good at getting, like mine now, the exact same ones
Oh.
that we get.
We all do kind of pick the same ones, don't we? All right. Other financial matters?
What, I guess back on where are we at on the kiln for the, art room?
It's
It's in and
It's in.
installed and,
working, if-
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
And everything was
yeah,
Finally.
second time around, yeah.
good, yeah, that's what I know, that's what I was.
At least we didn't have to do it 3
Oh
times.
my
Yeah.
gosh. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay, cool.
We have sent out the individual budget stuff to
Yep.
teachers already,
yep,
so we can get a jump on it.
For next year.
Yep.
Okay,
I am hoping that we'll have it all like done before they walk out the door.
Absolutely.
That it's been approved, they know exactly what's gonna be. Get it in the system right away and move it forward
okay, good.
quicker.
So this is kind of a financial question. That's probably also kind of a curriculum question. Do you think that, I mean, in some of the readings that I've been doing, that we will be offering a different type of summer school program if this COVID business is done to help some
Yeah, I
of the
saw the
kids catch
state
up?
was going
Yeah,
to
the state.
approve.
Mhm.
yeah, they're
And I
looking
think
at,
they're gonna hopefully
allowing-
approve some funding, but
that's the idea. Maybe some credit recovery, some recoupment of any skills that would be lost for gen ed kids, I would imagine, because it's already built in for special ed kids.
How
But
big of a
this-
danger do you think that proposed legislation is? I mean, is there a good
Yeah,
chance some of
I
that's
didn't
gonna
get
go
back to you, I'm
through?
sorry.
I know we're gonna discuss that later, but
It's scary. It's,
Yeah, we both said it when we first, the day we got it, it's like, Julie, did you read this?
I'm like,
Yeah.
oh.
I we have to
Um,
pay parents if,
$370, is it per parent or per
person.
student?
I think
Yeah.
it's per student.
Well, and I did them actually because Kim Kokel asked me for my actual percentage. So as of the end of, I was assuming we would not be here for the rest of December. So I did the percentage and we are at 34 totally virtual and the rest is in person. So our percentage is okay
Okay,
if it's not at that 50-50.
so, but you'll still be able, I saw what you posted or what you sent today where you had in lieu of underlined. So even if we come back to in person and some kids are doing virtual, you don't have to pay those parents and that's fine because they have the choice,
Right.
right? Okay, so as long as it's not in lieu of, when I saw you underline that, I'm like, okay.
That's how
That's
I
good.
interpreted it. We didn't get anything but the big, huge, long list from Kim. And I'm like, oh, I just panicked, once in a while.
Yeah,
I send it to you guys and then I take the time and read it. And I'm like,
I
okay,
know, I
this
had a
isn't
little
quite so
moment
bad.
of panic too, because I'm like, coming from Ithaca, I don't want to enroll him in Wausau East, and that's my option. If
Yeah.
you can't come here, if you can't do virtual through you guys, I can't bring him here personally, so.
Yeah.
That was my personal moment of panic, like, there's 300 kids per grade up there,
Something like that.
so, yeah, okay.
I think it's gonna get very interesting. I think even if some of that stuff doesn't go through, I think there's gonna be a lot of legislation that's gonna tie a lot more strings to financial stuff, funding coming to
Mhm.
schools.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I think most of our votes haven't gone 2/3 either, so.
Yeah.
So that's another thing.
Yeah, the voting to close for whatever reason, and the teachers have to be in school to teach. And I was kind of appalled because that really removes all of the local control
Yeah,
out of your, I mean, that's your job. Your job is to control the school. And that's the state saying, nope, you can't do that anymore. And that just doesn't work. I mean, Wisconsin's all about their own school districts. Control, it's local.
Yeah.
It's intentionally local. And so they're stomping all over that.
yeah,
So I was, yeah.
in a very expensive way.
So the other thing that I shared with administration team today was the number of homeschoolers in our district is up to 32,
What are we typically in a different year that doesn't have COVID?
about 8 or 9.
Oh, wow, okay.
So I said to Chris, I said, we need to somehow get them back in our doors.
Yeah,
And that could happen, when you get different times,
Right. I mean, I know some of it's
Mhm.
this whole thing.
Did anyone else
I
have
have
any other
audit.
financial?
Reports too.
Oh, yeah. She's got the,
I've got audit report
oh, audit reports.
for your nighttime readings.
I had a hard time sleeping last night. Maybe this
Well-
will help.
When I got it, I had a hard time.
Getting
reading
through
it. Well, no, because they had wrote it, what was it? Oh, they had
Yeah,
put another finding in there and they called it a material something or other. And it's like, what the heck? And it was on the number of journal entries
Okay,
that they had to make. And so I emailed her back and I said, we didn't make any more journal entries than we do on any other normal year.
yeah,
So then she emailed me back and she said, oh, I was counting the GASB 34 stuff that we have to do to make the financial records. And I guess I'm not supposed to talk about.
okay. So you're like,
So they, yeah. Because it's like, okay, we always get the 2 findings. One is the segregation of duties, which we're just not a big enough district to have enough people to.
Mhm.
but we should be able to fix that with 3 of you right now.
Well, and I've asked, yeah. And I've asked them to give me some guidance. Okay, how can we get this up? And the other one is the fact that of putting this actual financial thing together, they say that I'm not able to do that because I don't have the whatever, but I wouldn't want to do it anyway. I mean. So, and most districts get those 2 findings,
okay.
so.
And it happens every time. So it's not like this is, oh my gosh, a red flag, something.
Right.
Okay.
No, but that third one, I was like, my stomach was up in my throat and I'm like, what?
This is new. Why? I don't understand. And this is all riveting and I'm sure will really apply to me in the next 4 days. So would you like this back?
If you want to give it back, I'll hand it to the next person.
Well, I'm just,
Yeah,
pretty sure I'm not,
Maybe not right away, don't scare them off.
I'm pretty sure I'm not
I'll
going,
wait a while, but
pretty
Yeah,
sure
wait
I'm
till at
not
least next
going to read it in the next 4 days anyway. So it might as well, if you have somebody else who it would apply to.
I'm gonna
we'll
write,
have to redo banking stuff when we have a different treasurer.
You need me to sign stuff to sign it over?
I don't think
Okay,
so. I think it's just the next one and we'll have to I just have to provide the board minutes saying this is the new treasurer.
okay.
Otherwise, I'm sure I can figure out how to contact you.
Yeah, my cell phone is the same. You guys have that on file somewhere.
I got it in my phone, I'm pretty sure.
My home phone's not there anymore, so. And I gave you my in-laws address. We can get mail there forever, so. And then I have to come down, well, this doesn't affect anything for transition period or transitionary stuff, but I have to come down and return all of AJ's school books and Chromebook and stuff too when the school year's over. That's probably a time I can sign whatever document you need for the check for however many
Oh,
meetings or
yeah.
whatever, so. Can worry about that later. All right, were there any other financial matters then? Did you want to discuss anything else on this audit or are we good?
I don't think so, other than every year they contact the president of the board and ask, is there anything you're worried about? Is there anything, that you see? And that's just normal. I gave you a scathing review. I'm like, what the heck? Oh, yeah, I remember this now. It's like 10 questions. Yeah. So,
Yeah, it's part of their fraud.
absolutely, and it makes sense, you go back, but it's, the first time I got it, I'm like, what the heck? And then you're like, oh,
And see, it's interesting because they asked me in regards to our office staff, or
anything
activity
you're
funds or
concerned in this
whatever.
area, anything you're
Yep,
concerned in this
me too.
area.
And then she gets it, and then you get it.
Yep. And so that people know, and I think that's an important thing to talk about in finance, that there's several layers of oversight,
Right,
not only just in here, but with that company, with that third party audit, and then them independently contacting the sections, so we can be very relaxed.
And they send out like confirmation, bank confirmations and debt confirmations and all that, so.
that sounds like so much fun.
So, people can be very, very rest assured that, things are,
The funds are going where
funds
they're
are going where
supposed
they
to.
are and it's, well watched over and, that there's absolutely no worries or concerns
It's
whatsoever.
not like I'm hoarding all the information.
No, yeah, that's it, yeah, and that, I guess while we're still in and talking, I'd like to point out that from the auditors, it said in here, in here it said that we wanted to acknowledge the tremendous amount of cooperation set forth by Cheryl Richards and the staff, so.
Yep.
That shows you the,
She's not hiding anything.
Yeah, that everything's done, so.
No, when I'm normally the first one to say, you might want to look at such and such.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's terrible, I'm not kidding.
But
It's like, because I'm not sure. What I'll be doing about because they've changed GASB rules on if you have any kind of control over student activity accounts or scholarships, they now no longer can be in their separate accounts because they are district funds.
Oh,
Because the teachers are advisors to those groups, so they are helping make decisions on where that money's getting spent.
right, okay.
And the scholarship committee determines where those monies are going. So now I gotta pull those two funds out and it's a nightmare. Every district in the state has been putting it off as long as they possibly can.
I don't
You
want
gotta
to
build revenue and expense accounts for every one of those,
Oh my
and
God.
somehow I have to track the cash.
Page 4 has that,
separate.
yes,
that you were looking for, where it says we would like to take this opportunity.
that was a letter addressed to the board,
Awesome.
so we appreciate all the work and everything that Cheryl and the whole administrative team does to keep us in compliance and.
So since that costs so much money and you turn yours back in, when you give your report, it's very short. It's just like
Oh, right,
two
okay, yeah,
sentences. You might want to read that.
good, I will. Can I write on your copy here?
Summer, you'll have to wait just a sec because we're still in finance.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're okay. If you walk out, and turn around, you're probably good.
Yeah, but
Okay, that's just one.
That's okay. You're okay.
Just that where
Just
they
this
say
part,
that.
okay, I accidentally did the two. All right, were there any other financial matters?
Julie, stay put.
Hey, I'm staying on
Are
the
you guys
first.
arguing about the Word document again?
We're moving back and forth between motion made and seconded. It's like, wait, just
We usually get in a rhythm, like I always do the first and then she always does the second.
Okay, I will do the second.
Okay,
Okay, Are we good?
Yeah.
Okay, motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, all opposed, we're good, all right, so
Okay.
when you were talking about,
Wait, let me turn the Zoom off.
sorry, yeah, I was waiting to say this.
How about you? Recordings.